Is this what happens when everyone is hungry? Well, we've got a 1 mile walk to find some food, so let's do it. Hi, how are you? Good. Actually, can you tell us where to walk to find food? The market?
You just turn left immediately when the road ends, you'll find a bunch of restaurants also there.
Thank you, appreciate it. I think Brian and I are just gonna go get food by ourselves.
What?
Huh?
You have to go get my shift shirt to hang out with you guys?
I mean, if you were really a shifter, sure, you would. You would have came prepared. 20,000 steps today. 20,000 steps today, that's where we're headed. Keep me accountable. All right, look. Henry Ford, the man, the myth, the legend, had that hotel built. Since then, it's been made to look so much nicer, I'm sure. And they're doing a bunch of stuff around it, which is awesome. But like all around here, we're just surrounded by all things Ford. There's, I mean, the racetrack you mentioned, all the factories we saw coming in. And what's crazy to me is this. If you look around here, they're building onto the factories. So things are going really well, it seems, for all things Ford. Yeah, this is a cool space. And I don't know, this is not what I was expecting when they were talking. But then again, I don't know what really I was expecting, but I am pleasantly surprised. So I am eager to see where we're headed. This market area, restaurant area. I'm hoping it's like a mini downtown. That would be super cool. And a good mile walk before and after you eat. Can't beat it. Tomorrow we have the event. Yeah, so tomorrow, Conversion Summit, doing an awesome training. There's gonna be actually a lot of really good people there, but also really good speakers that I've actually seen before. And I'm looking forward to meeting up with them and listening to the new stuff they're gonna talk about. So tomorrow's gonna be a good time. And then we head home right afterwards, just like boom, in and out. So I'm definitely gonna get 20,000 steps in if we walk behind these two, because I'm taking 3 mini steps.
Right, further at once.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm having to crawl. I might walk on my hands. I can still do handstands. I might just walk on my hands and maybe then I'll keep up. Duck. Did you just try and hit me with that, Carrie? You know what's really cool, dude? Because I love freaking history, but think about like where we're standing right now. When Henry Ford said, all right, let's build this, and like none of this was here. So imagine what happened in this spot however many years ago it was when Ford started. It was just freaking land. That stuff's just cool to me. I think that a lot of times it's easy to take for granted just how amazing history is. So, and there's a lot of Fords around. They need to pull their weeds, they need to edge these sidewalks. Like, what would Henry say? Yeah. That's the Henry Ford Museum. This is dope. Have you ever watched the show? I think it's called Making America, and they go back and they replay the lives of these men and women that like built the country. They did one on Henry Ford. It's just, it is quite crazy to be here, you know, and just, especially after watching that and seeing the experience that he went through to build what he built. Just really freaking awesome, man. Look, I told you, I'm a geek, and that's all right. Look at that Mustang. Oh, look at that Bronco, dude. They don't believe in fully functional sidewalks. Oh, it's the Turkish village. It's the Turkish village, eh? Oh, Unburger? I don't know that Unburger's open. There's more stuff over there too. Is this the coffee? This is definitely the coffee. Hello.
We're not open yet. We're doing training, I know. But you can go over there and we can get you some drinks for free.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, what a welcome to Dearborn.
Thank
We're not
you.
going to turn you away, and we're doing some practice. But here's the risk though. They're practicing on you.
That's all
So
right.
if it's not up to the level, be patient, and next time hopefully we'll get
Absolutely.
better.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
Please welcome, and we're going to go around over there, and
All right.
we'll take your order.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Welcome.
Well, that's really nice. Hello. This is gonna be tough because they have a lot of good stuff. Like, I'm looking at the smoothies that were up there. Do I want that?
Those are amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the Nutty Nitro? Look at the seats. They go with the, yeah. It's really smart. I mean, this is beautiful. The couches, and you know what it feels like?
The light kind of dim right there.
It feels like a very fresh, it's like Starbucks better. That's sort of what I feel. Not that Starbucks is bad, but you know, imagine you're sitting here, the action's happening over here. I could sit in here and work all day. I love this. Like this, I actually need to take a picture of this because that would be something cool to have in the office right there. Can you imagine? And then we just do one, like we put like one mark or something that is a telling point of where our office is. Or even think about the shift side. Like we have a mark in every area we've ever had a client. Dude. Yeah, this is awesome. Get a zoom up of that one.
Wait, what'd you call it?
Well, Elizabeth thinks it's called a zoom up. When you zoom in, it's just zoom up though. No, you did it wrong because I saw it went that way. You got to zoom up with it. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. I said, here, one more try. So zoom up. Thank you. There you go. Good, good. We'll teach him. Every now and then I watch tutorial. So for you guys that are wondering how you become such a professional, you watch tutorials on a website. It's a brand new site. It's called YouTube. That's Y-O-U Tube. And yeah, that's how I learned tutorials to teach Brian about zoom ups. So let's go eat. Come on. Dude, you're a kid. What?
AC.
AC when we could eat outside?
There's a fan out there.
There's a fan out there. It's like AC.
Sure.
We're gonna sit outside.
Outside?
Yeah, there's gonna be 4 of us. Only 3 are actually welcome, but one's stuck around. I'll let you decide which one that was. When you figure it out, just point them out. Yeah. Thank you so much. We're heading outside, guys. Who wants to eat in this noise, right? How's that? Can we go all the way to the end? Is that where you're taking us? Perfect. Yeah. Is it gonna make you mad if I ask to sit here? All right, you're awesome. Thank you so much.
Do you want me to move the chairs out? Really, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
If you're not having a good time, are you even having a time? That's what I want to know. Comment below. Now we're gonna go to the market first. And I figure we just go from there. Especially if we're carrying stuff too. Last thing I want to do is walk in this mean terrain with a watermelon. Oh boy, we're here. I'm just shocked at how unique this area is. I truly would have never thought it. But you know, it makes a lot of sense because when you factor in how many people work around here, you really have to have community around it, or like what are they going to do? Let's do this, Brutus. This place looks wonderful. Someone just said, you know what, I'm gonna cut this orange in half. I'm gonna see if it looks like I like it. Is that really an orange inside? What? All right, that was a good one. I'll do this one too. I'm a fan of Concord grapes, but again, I like it hard, not, ooh, well, hold on. Actually, grapes give me a bit of a bellyache. I'm gonna steer clear. Check out the peaches. You gonna get anything, Brian? Do you see this thing? This is milk chocolate, Belgian milk chocolate. It's insane. Yes.
Wow.
Well, dude, look at
cups and forks so we can go back and have some cups.
Thanks, Mom. You are great. Our mom thinks of everything. There's 4 people here, dude. Exchange? Exchange?
At the grocery store.
You want
She
to
hasn't walked out
exchange
yet.
food.
Oh, we can
She
exchange
hasn't
this
walked out
bowl
yet.
for that.
I think you should. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go wait for the car.
Okay,
All right.
we should do that.
Yeah, you should get a whole watermelon though, and we can find a place to cut it up and just dig into it.
Is
Like
the
we can
receipt
figure it
on
all
that?
out. The receipt? Yeah, here you go. I think they know you though. It's been 8 seconds. So,
All right,
Here's
how
that.
many are we getting?
so what do you? Oh, you're gonna get these. You're gonna get the
I'm gonna put the
pre-cuts.
fruit bowl back and get. Or what do you
Ooh,
think?
the pre-cuts though. Ooh.
Or you want to get one of those?
I mean, because I see the big
Are you being
yellow.
serious?
Yeah,
Smells like a good one.
it does. It does. That's why I was saying. So you said order a knife.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we're going ham like the boigala.
Yeah. And then I have.
They're gonna give us a chef knife.
Do I think they'll give us a chef knife? Do you hear all of this conversation? You think that's the craziest part about it? She just one-armed a giant freaking watermelon. And now you're going to return your food. Hi. I don't know what to do, man. This is why I wouldn't have come if I were you. That's that. That's that. You thought I would just carry it. Go figure. Go figure. You go buy yourself a 47-pound watermelon. You're like, it's fine. Phil will carry it. We don't have an issue. You two are an issue. You just returned a bowl of fruit.
You pointed it out as we were leaving, and we're like, "Yes, that's a great idea, Phil. We're gonna return."
There's an idea. It wasn't an idea. It was, they have watermelon. That's not an idea. It's a statement. It's a statement. I just saw watermelon and said they have watermelon. Struggling.
Drop it.
If she dropped, I can't. I'm done. I'm officially, this is finished. Where can we go right now while we wait for this car? All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thanks. If you're wondering why I was rushing, it's because there's a lady coming, and to be honest with you, I just really didn't want anyone else in the elevator right now because I wanted to talk to you about the simple fact that we're wrapping up for the day. It's actually been pretty darn fun, and I have no complaints about Detroit so far, especially this part of Detroit where we're at the Ford factory. So now we're heading back actually to drop off the camera in Brian's room, and then we're gonna go hang out, have a good time, relax, and be ready for tomorrow. So that's it. Short, sweet, fun. I'll see you tomorrow. We're in Detroit. That's right. I'm taking some notes right now because I'm gonna want to sit down and have sort of like a fireside chat review with Elizabeth and Carrie of what did they take from the perspective of what did they take from the agents, from the speakers, like, hey, you taught me this, but then also what did you take from the speaker and just how they spoke and their ability to be on stage? Because I think what a lot of us are forgetting is how important it is to understand that being able to speak on there is the same as being able to talk to a client if you're being human. It's just, it seems scarier from stage, but you're presenting the same thing. So I want to see what they caught and what they might feel like, oh man, I could do this better. Man, I want to take that with me. And so. Today is, honestly, well, I'm gonna start with what has become my favorite story, the story about Jim. Because what I wanna do is just get these guys to lose, it sounds crazy because it almost discounts everything they heard, but I don't mean it in a negative way. I just want them to forget everything they've heard and just see if we can start fresh with being absolutely human. And then when we start fresh being human, hello. When we start fresh being human, we end up connecting with people better. I'm gonna cover that to start, and then I'm gonna show them how to actually use what we just covered in real life to get every single listing. Because to me, it's like, wow, he showed me something, he told me it would work, and then he showed me exactly how to do it. So now I have all the tools. And then the kicker will be, well, let me invite you to see how this works in every single aspect of your business, with every framework, with every system, and we do that through coaching. So that's the pathway we're gonna run this way. All right, let's find somewhere to sit real quick and have this convo. I just wanna do something quick. Just go check them out. And then you say, hey, I just checked you out on social. I noticed, and then talk about something not real estate related that connects you to them as a human. Now they're having a real human conversation. Gotta go upstairs. That was it. I just wanted to give you guys that tip. Thank you. Yeah, we're about to do it. Okay, so where do you want to clip this?
So flipping that, I would say probably right here.
Can you just do it? I'm totally fine with whatever you need.
Let's give him a huge round of applause, Mr. Phil Gerdes.
Now you're gonna find out why these 3 core values are super important. Let's start with Jim. Here's the story of Jim. There he is, he's on the screen, you guys can see him. Jim is an ex-NFL player. He retired from the league. He lived in the Seattle area. Jim actually, what's cool about Jim is he retired from the league back when it wasn't what it is now. You can see he's an older gentleman. Now, when he retired, he decided he was gonna move. He was gonna move to a retirement home sort of place, right? Whatever we call them. And when he moved, the kicker was this was the best place for him to be, but there was a problem. And the problem was that it was so far from his family. It was like 4 or 5 hours from all his family. So when Jim moved, he decided, well, I gotta figure out something, and what am I gonna do with my time? And he spent time around the retirement home, but then he noticed that across the street there was a Starbucks. And this is early Starbucks. This is Starbucks pre-writing the wrong name on your cup, right? When you say Phil and they write Jim, or you say my name's Susie, so they write Bethany, like weirdest things. So this is before all that. What happened was Jim would go into this Starbucks and he would get to know the people in the Starbucks. Now stay with me because this is really important because we're talking about impact, and I want to show you how impact can work. And if it can work at a Starbucks, it can work anywhere. So what Jim actually did, hear me, Jim would go into this Starbucks right around 3 o'clock every single day. And the same staff worked there, and the same people were the same people that he talked to every day. And the kicker about Jim was every time he talked to these people, he would get to know them more, and he would tell them tales of players he used to play with and everything else. And then eventually everyone really got to know him. So they started writing little notes on his coffee. Hey, Jim, hope you have a great day. Hey, it's always great to chat with you. But it wasn't just that. Jim always got a blueberry muffin. And if you guys know, when you get a muffin or a cake or something at Starbucks, they put it in that brown paper bag. They actually started writing notes on that too. And this is before, again, they ever really wrote notes on things. Well, check this out. One day, 3 o'clock rolls around. After years of Jim coming in like clockwork every single day, 3 o'clock. And guess what? Jim doesn't show up. So this teenage boy decides, well, you know what? Goes to his manager and says, hey, I've got Jim's coffee, I've got his blueberry muffin. I'm gonna run across the street and drop it off. And then when he goes across the street, the manager says, fine, everyone loves Jim. He goes across the street, he goes to the front desk and he says, hey, I've got Jim's coffee and blueberry muffin, he didn't show up today. The lady at the front desk just sits and pauses, looks at this teenage boy, like 16 years old, and a little tear starts building up in her eye. And she says, Jim died last night. It was tough because everyone really got to know Jim. He created such a connection with these teenagers and the staff of this afternoon shift. So the young man goes back to the Starbucks and he tells the manager and tells the rest of the staff, and they are devastated. Now check this out. This is crazy. Because Jim lived the life. He worked hard to get into the league. And if you guys know any professional athletes, you know like this is a lifelong challenge, battle, fight to be the best of the best. And he had all these stories to tell. And then he passed away. And who would remember him? About 3 days later, this woman walks into that same Starbucks right around 3 o'clock, and she says, is there a manager here? And the manager comes up and Jim, and the lady says, hey, I think you knew my dad. And the manager says, well, who was your dad? And his name was Jim. And the manager just, oh, we love Jim. He was such a great guy, blah, 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 blah. And the lady says, yeah, he, like I said, was my dad. I'm wondering, do you think you all can come to his funeral tomorrow? Now, I want you to understand what happened. This strange lady walks in and says, I think you knew my dad. He passed away. Can you take your whole staff out of work and please come to this funeral tomorrow? Well, guess what the manager did? The manager pulled people from the morning shift the next day and had them work the afternoon shift, pulled people from another Starbucks and had them work the afternoon shift, and every single member of that afternoon shift went to the funeral. But here's what's crazy. You're talking about teenage kids. You're talking about adults. Everyone wanted to be there. They weren't forced. They chose this. And when they walked in to a room similar to this, they didn't see a bunch of mourning people. What all these people saw were 3 large, bigger than this, like 12-foot large banquet tables covered in every note, on every cup, on every bag that they had ever wrote to Jim. And she came up to the manager and all of them and said, thank you so much for coming. You guys were my dad's family. You made such an impact on his life. You changed what he was so scared of, which was being all alone out here in the right place, but would he be with the right people? Now, why is that story important? And Phil, what in the world does that have to do with real estate? We are so freaking transactional. We think about who we are. Let's be completely honest, right? Authentic. We look for the next deal. We get the next lead. We close the lead. We talk to these people every single day, 7 days a week almost, for 60 days, and then we act like we never knew them at all. And then when we find out that their sister bought a house, we're mad that they didn't refer us. Because we expect that they should work with us because we talk to them every day for 60 days straight. Brian, I'm gonna sit down. Good to go. I'm in an elevator this time. Just sort of a different approach to that same training, adding in the conversation about impact and doing it in a strategic way that says, if you do this, this will work, and now here's the proof of how to do it. Right. I think that's the way. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm gonna do my best, I promise you that.
That is awesome already.
Oh, good.
You coming down here for me? Because I was going up there for you.
Oh, really?
No, not really. I was just going up there. But now we're together again.
For them?
For them? Everything's for them. Everything's for them. Just not me climbing those stairs again. That's why we're gonna take this elevator. These knees, we're taking it easy, folks. These knees, we're taking it easy, folks. Join me. No, yeah. Let me tell you something. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm still hurting from that run with Morgan's Run Club.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why. My trainer was
Talk
adamant.
about Run Club real quick.
Well, Morgan, one of the agents on the team, you guys know Morgan, started a run club in Annapolis, which, by the way, is such a genius idea on a way to network and lead at the same time. I decided to join the run club. What I learned was 2 things. Number 1, I'm in great shape, but we already knew that. But number 2 was the important thing. Well, let me say this. Here's why I'm in great shape. Because I never got tired on this run, not a single time. The problem was my knees, they're not in great shape. They disagree entirely with running, and I am still feeling it. Run club, was 2 weeks ago, folks. I don't run anymore. I walk briskly. You know those Olympians that walk like this? That's me for now on, except not like that. So, all right, this was 2 days of fun. You just sat through and joined us for all of it. We're gonna break, we're gonna call it, we're gonna close, but today was a big deal because everybody here in Detroit, they got to understand and see more value when it comes to impact instead of transactional. And I don't know if you're figuring this out or not, but I'm just on a darn mission to change how realtors see our industry. I'm just so freaking tired of people in this industry caring more about a paycheck than the client. And there's a lot of great people in the industry and they just don't know the tools, the frameworks, the tactics, the skills on how to properly articulate their care for the client. That's what today was about, focusing on psychology, focusing on serving first. I'm pumped. I mean, honestly, just thinking and talking about it makes me pumped. So from me to you, I love you. We're gonna keep doing this together. We're gonna have a good time. Now, I'm gonna go have a good time, mingle, network, and that's the deal. See you later.